challenges, but the main challenges that we face.
Okay. Yeah. So it's quite an honor. I mean, okay. It's oh. So ni continue. Oh, huyu anataka na kusonga kidogo. Is it okay? Yeah. So at Inua AI, we're celebrating 5 years, and it's been quite a journey. We are really excited about the journey that we've taken and where we are right now. We started back in 2019 when we were just 6 of us, and we are testing out to see how the market looks like in the digital economy. And we are glad that we managed to, understand the market and identified our niche. We identified our niche in the real estate space, in photography, in videography, these components of video editing, and also we got our niche in cybersecurity, software engineering, and we are glad to where we are right now. And Kenya has a very, very big human capital that is well experienced, well exposed, and what we've seen is them being just provided with an opportunity to get these jobs. And we are glad with the networks that we've managed to build across the US and other markets. We've been able to employ more than 250 young people in the space of in the real estate business, and also in doing videos, photo editings, doing landscaping. Doing floor plans for companies, and then we've also we have quite a number of young people also in the cybersecurity space, software engineering space, and our main niche, which is the AI space, which we intend to grow. Now, we've seen a lot of growth in the AI space. Many people talk about the AI coming and taking over jobs, but the real thing is that they're creating new jobs. And those are the kind of jobs that we need to put out there to our young people. For example, just recently, we were actually recruiting an AI ChatGPT prompter. It's a new engineering job space. So that is one of the areas I'm just giving as an example that our young people can tap into. When we started off, we faced a few challenges. First, when, especially when COVID came, we didn't expect that we'll survive, but we survived. We kept on pressing and working hard, sticking to our vision, mission, and we still, although we did realize some shortfalls, in terms of employment opportunities, but when it ended, we saw a rise. But again, it also gave us an opportunity to realize, hey, that we can actually have young people working remotely. And a third of our workforce, out of the 250, works from home. So that tells you, it's an area that was opened up for us.
You're talking about 10 sectors.
Yeah.
10 sectors.
Yeah, so we have centers that have been set up by the government, Jitume centers. They're doing a fantastic job. And they're doing a fantastic job in terms of doing the supply. That's training. But we want to adopt 10 centers and build a business model around it that will create demand for these young people. That's the idea behind adopting the 10 centers. And we want to build independent business companies, organizations, working in partnership with the TVETs and the government to see how these centers that are being set up across the country can be sustainable. And the people that can drive it are actually seated in this room. What we want our young people sitting in this room to take up those opportunities. We've been speaking to them about it, but now we want to make it a reality. And I think you actually saw when we started off the celebrations, we saw that we actually have a network of 75 people, partners across the US. I'm just giving an example in the US. And we want to use that opportunity to create digital job opportunities for our young people. And I think it's possible. And you've seen some of them speak on the stage, talking about the areas that they want to invest in moving forward. Our PS, engineer John Tunui, was here. He spoke about 3.5 million jobs in cybersecurity. That is an area that we're tapping into. We have already 20 people right now, and they work for, some of them work for top, the 500 Fortune 100 companies in the US, right here from Nairobi. And we also have a very big professional team, that services team that works from home, from here. Yes. Right now, what we are seeing is that we have young people coming from TVET. We also have young people coming in from colleges, even universities. They are working with us. But I like talking about, our education policymakers doing something about our programs. The more time we buy, in making certain decisions, AI is coming, and it's coming big time, and we need to be prepared for that space. You've seen China, what China is doing. You've seen what the US is doing in terms of their education system. We need to proactively go out there and change the way we are doing things. We need a situation whereby our young people are coming out of university, TVET, and they're getting jobs. They don't have to go through another program to get jobs. Yeah, and one of the reasons why we actually set up at USIU Africa is basically for that. And I'm very glad that we're actually working with the ICT department there to ensure that, they're coming, talking to us, getting to understand what we're doing, and they're replicating that into their system. So the graduates will come out, an all-round graduate to get this kind of jobs. No, we have some of our people that we're funding. We also have people that we're funding that are not within the program that we have. And this is basically from the rural setting. We wanted to start from somewhere by empowering the young people in the villages as well, getting to understand. We're doing it as an initiative, as a company. But can you imagine if we were able to get partnerships or other companies that do similar kind of programs to, train and get the demand. You train someone, you give them the jobs. We have 12 young people from Taptengele, yeah, and we actually pick them, we train them. The intention is to have them go back, do the work from there. So we create demand. We have the Tunui centers creating the supply. They do the training programs, but we create the demand. And one of the things that we like to explore with the ministry is, and time is of the essence. At this moment, we don't have much time to start building. We get the jobs, understand the scope, and we train, the young people get jobs. So we can start from there. Around 20. Yeah, 20. Yeah, and we are doing it as a company. We've evolved now. We're no longer a startup because it's 5 years, but we wanted to see how good it will evolve out of it. But the kind of trainings that our young people are getting and exposed to right now, together with our partners, gives them that edge. They're actually competing globally. Right now, you take one of us and put them there, they match the global standards. So we keep talking about, don't look at yourself. Even the digital jobs that you're talking about, that we keep talking about, we shouldn't be competing amongst ourselves. Just know that, hey, there are a billion people out there looking for that job that you're looking at. So our training programs are actually set to a global standard. Whether professional cybersecurity, software engineering, whether it's in real estate photography, we match the global standards. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Have it utilized by our banking institutions, and they are able to export software. Today here I've been so majority of the professionals here are
So what happens? The program I told you about. training program.
Finally, with a bit of force, but restrain yourself and just do it gently. To 5 years of innovation. I like that.
I want each and every one of us to toast.
that will enable us handle all kinds of jobs in the digital media space. Currently, we hear some productions have to be sent out of the country. Engagement and discussions through Inua AI and other stakeholders on how to grow the digital media space in Kenya and ensure that premium jobs in photo processing, film processing, animations, gaming can be done within this country. So I wish you the best, guys, and we are proud of what you are doing. We hear what the clients are saying about what you do, and we are really impressed. And we are going to do whatever it takes to ensure you get more volume of jobs, and also we enable more of our young people across the country to access this opportunity. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
But you have been more skills.
Doing more skills here.
Yes.
Okay. And you work somewhere before joining here?
Yeah.
Okay. How is it that place and compared to here?
Compared to here, I feel like here is better.
What have you done? Where? AMC. Okay.
Ni sawa tu.
Enter into the market and do what you are doing. We are also looking at creating a whole sector and a park dedicated to digital media. Korea is one of the countries that are leading in digital media, including what you are doing here, development of marketing materials, film creation, animation, gaming, and many other aspects in the digital media. We've had engagement with them. They've helped us to really look at the Kenyan market in digital media, and we have one project we are building there so that we can accelerate the things you are doing, and also create a center that no matter what level of post-production processing,
Well done.
Yeah. That's great. Well done. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Humphrey Muchuma, the CEO and founder of Inua AI, your partners from Next Door Photos, present here, Troy, Topi, and Dave, and many great other people we've seen online. The founder team, the four of them we've seen here, and the entire team of Inua AI and my colleagues. Good afternoon. It's really a special moment for us here today to join Inua AI in celebrating their 5 years journey. My friend O'Brien has toast to the 5 years, each year with a special comment. We really want to celebrate that journey. Humphrey, I thank you for taking that journey, starting with a team of 6, and today you have a team closing to 300. Congratulations, amazing. You are a great Kenyan. We are so proud of what you've done. You brought the world to experience the capabilities and the talent we have in our country. I've had a session where I sat with Troy, Dave, and Topi to listen about what do they think of what they are getting from Inua AI, and I'm very happy to hear that feedback. The team, you are doing a good job for our country, representing the brand of Kenyan talent. Our country is known for talent that is resilient, hardworking, committed, and they are really champions. Whether it's in sports, whether it's in the office, whether in the digital space, we have a talent as a country that we can be proud of. And today, as we celebrate 5 years of Inua AI, we celebrate the team that has made it possible for Inua AI to be here today, and also celebrate Humphrey for the work he's doing. As a government of Kenya, we are very keen to ensure we grow the digital economy. This is a new emerging space. Previously, didn't exist as a mainstream career, but today we can see many careers in the digital space. We've seen software developers, we've seen video editors, we've seen digital product quality assurance persons. Many of them I met here today, and I'm impressed with the work you are doing. As a government, we want to support this sector so that it can become mainstream. We're looking at the business process outsourcing facilities and centers that they can grow. We want to see their numbers increasing. We want to see the areas of focus also increasing. We want to see also the participation of local Kenyan PPOs like Inua AI on the jobs they are doing. We want to support that space. Software development is also an emerging important area, and Kenya has the capacity to be a leader in the continent when it becomes areas of software development. We've seen global companies, Microsoft, setting up African Development Center here in Kenya and growing the numbers now at over 500. We've seen Amazon Web Services starting late last year and now crossing at 150 with high-end talent in software development. We've seen also Kenyan software development companies, many of them. One I visited last week, Friday, E&M Tech Up, with over 450 software developers. This country is full of talent. We are privileged to have our youth who have received the necessary basic training and are very agile to to transform to the needs of the current market and the demands in the digital space. We assure you, you have our full support. As a government, we'll continue to listen to business owners and entrepreneurs like Humphrey to find out what policy changes or improvement we need to do in this space. We also want to listen to partners like Next Door Photos to find what does Kenya needs to do more so that we can give you more value, so that you can choose Kenya as destination to bring your workloads, your work to be done in this country. So we want to listen more and to put infrastructure in place so that we can be responsive to the needs of the partners and the businesses like Inua AI. The opportunities available in Nairobi is increasing. We do not want our youth in the other towns and rural areas to be left behind. And for that reason, we are enhancing and accelerating the deployment of broadband connectivity across the country so that every ward of our country can have access to broadband internet through fiber or any alternative broadband solution. This is something we are committed and ensuring we set up digital hubs so that our youth can access a place to skill themselves and find a space like what we have seen today here for Inua AI. We are committed to work with private sector. As Humphrey has said, these digital hubs we are building, we want to partner with Inua AI. And we thank you, Humphrey. You are offering to adopt 10 such centers and build a business model that is sustainable and is going to benefit from the ecosystem you have already built. This is what we want to do. We are looking for more business entities and companies and partners like Inua AI so that we can have all the 1,450 digital hubs we are building in the country to be taken up and driven and led by business community so that they are sustainable and they are responsive to the partners like Next Photos partners so that we can benefit from this space. We're looking at also other partners, and it's good to see Inua AI opening space beyond the digital media, going towards cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a very interesting space with huge opportunities. Globally at the moment, it's indicated there are over 3.5 million unfilled positions in cybersecurity. We want to see other entities and Inua AI also opening space in cybersecurity, software development, and many other spaces in the digital space. If we work together with the private sector and exceed the expectations of our partners who have trusted us with their work, we will be able to generate and meet the requirements of about 1 million youth graduating from academic institutions. Digital space can provide a huge opportunity in creation of jobs and wealth for our youth. I don't want to speak beyond there. We are here to celebrate, and I want to thank every staff of Inua AI for what you are doing. Anytime you get opportunity to go to the digital space and offer your services to a client, a customer, a partner outside Kenya, you are representing the rest of us. You are building the brand of Kenyan talent. Take it seriously, diligently, with commitment, and do whatever it takes to satisfy the expectation and exceed the expectations of that customer. I'm very happy that when a question was asked, who is the local owner, somebody can answer, means you are understanding and knowing your clients. So Inua AI, thank you for what you are doing. The other one is the brand of our country, our young people. It's important we build the brand of Kenya. We want to attract Kenya. We want to build Kenya as a location, as a destination for business process outsourcing. The brand Kenya is very important in realization of that. We've seen already entities and companies who have already set up here in Kenya and are increasing the number of people they are engaging in their business process outsourcing. The brand Kenya is very important to that. We had an engagement recently where we had players in the business process outsourcing, and we were told the people seated here holds 400,000 jobs and beyond. What determines they are deciding to locate jobs in Kenya is the brand Kenya. And all of us will play a role in building that to be a success, to ensure Kenya is attractive for investment. From the policy level and government, we are going out of our way to meet their needs, reviewing the policy environment, ensuring we provide the necessary incentives to ensure these business process outsourcing centers becomes a success. We are looking at also new emerging areas. We are a consumer of electronic products, starting with our smartphones. It's time we start seeing manufacture of electronic products from our country. We started this conversation about 1.5 years ago, and we are very happy to see that as of now, over 1.5 million phones, smartphones have been manufactured here in the country. I was very happy when I visited these centers and to see products there. And more importantly, our youth, graduates from our universities, Technical University of Mombasa, Jomo Kenyatta, Moi University, Nairobi, and working in production of locally assembled devices. These are small beginnings, but we must celebrate and see the journey of Kenya manufacturing 20 million devices and beyond. It will unlock a new potential where Kenya becomes a manufacturer for global market in electronic industry. We were in the US with my brother Humphrey and met some of his partners, and during that time also were discussing about this big conversation on semiconductor industry, a big global conversation. And we are very happy that Kenya was designated the only country in the continent as a technology partner to participate in semiconductor industry. We want to see players like the one we have in the Tankimati, Semiconductor Technologies Limited, and others who are championing the growth of that sector because it's going to position our country and change the opportunities in the digital space and the digital economy and the manufacturing sector of our country. We have a great potential. Let's work together and keep celebrating like what Inua AI has done. Congratulations, my brother. You have my support. Let's continue together. And I'm happy that you are building leadership in your organization so that they can do the work. I would like to have more conversations with Humphrey on how we can work together and the other business community. We visited many of the digital hubs with him. We have gone out of the country and good conversations on how we can grow this sector. So together with our business community, the public sector and our partners, we can assure you, our young people, the space is going to grow and open more opportunities. And to our partners, thank you very much for trusting Humphrey. Thank you for trusting Inua AI. Be assured Kenyan government is committed to support them, to facilitate them, so that they can serve you better. We want him to be our biggest ambassador so that you can bring us more opportunities and also you can expand the scope of work that they can do. So we wish you well as you enjoy this country, as you travel and see the countryside also. And as you go back, we wish you well. Thank you all and God bless you.
Please, a better round of applause for the peers. Let us be.
For those that we started off with, they know the journey. We faced many challenges, growing as a team. But the most important thing that I've come to realize, it's important for us to stick together as a family, even when things are going wrong. And I can never be perfect, but I've had teams approaching me, telling me like what we need to do to make our work environment better, change our culture, make it better, and I really appreciate those facts. I'll really, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God for the opportunity that He presented to us. I can't take it lightly. I mean, seeing us grow to this level and the milestones that we've covered so far, what the future holds for us, it's only God that can take us there. And that's why I'm grateful, and I continue believing that God will play a key role in what we are doing. And I think our local owners, next door photos, right from the CEO, we started off in July 2019 with just 6 people. I can't believe it took us 9 months to get it right, 9 full months. Right now, it only takes us 4 months, and we have teams up and running. Some of the team members actually get it by, within 2 weeks, and they're doing a great job. We've expanded our bracket to software engineering, to, cyber security. We are also in the digital marketing space. And as I've always shared with the team members, Bona PS, this is an employee-owned organization. That's the vision. We will like the divisions that will fall off, to become independent, will be employee-owned. And that's why I always push them and tell them, remind them the fact that, you're not just doing this for me, but you're doing it for us as a team. And I'm glad the team understands that. And for us, I know the team members that are new that have not met, but that's the end goal. That's the end vision. We work together as a team, but in the back of our heads, we need us to think about, this is something that you'll take ownership on. And that's most important. We grew to a level whereby I was everything in the organization, right from the CEO, the finance person, But we've recently recruited, a team of management. We have Dotton Maluma, who is our director of finance. And we have our business analyst, Joshua Pitt. We also have our COO, I think he spoke here, Elton Murabu. Now, on a PS, the intention is delegating my responsibilities to this team. And I would like them to start taking ownership so that I can do what we need to do. And we know the opportunities that are out there. Our young people need these opportunities. And I believe that God has blessed us at this time, at these positions that we are in, to get to support these young people. And there are vast, enormous opportunities. We just need to guide them. And just like you were visiting around our centers, you spoke about, you did speak about the trainings we provided through the Ajira program, and also the ones that you're providing through the Jitume program. But we as Inua, we are looking at partnering by creating the demand and creating the Jitume centers. We adopt around 10 of them to make them sustainable and build the model that we have at Inua in those centers. And we believe it's achievable. I won't take much time, but my last remarks will be to appreciate each and every one of us for the work that we do, for the ownership that you've taken in the roles that we are in. Keep staying on the vision, keep staying the vision and mission, and keep focused. And I do know that we will go to places that we've never dreamt of. I'll give you an example. What if we adopted the 10 centers? We will have a leadership team coming from this place to go and empower those young people in those centers. run that center and build a business model out of it. We'll also want to go out and create opportunities in innovation. So what you'll be seeing from next year, we will give funding as a company to young people, and we'll fund those projects. If you have an idea that you'd like to build on, Inua AI will fund it for you. We are also working with HR and our management team to see that we send more people to take up courses, university degree programs in areas that, that will help them build in their professional life. Let me take this time to welcome our guest of honor, and I'll request that we be upstanding.